Dr. Drew Hall with Neckwise Upper Cervical. Today I have Bob with us, and he's going to talk about some of the health challenges he had in the past, what he tried to get rid of it, and what happened following upper cervical precision chiropractic care. So Bob, take it away.
Okay. Hi, I've had a lot of issues going back 4.5 years of brain fog, dizziness, double vision, off balance. Some days were so bad, it's awful. You almost don't want to go out. It gets slightly better, then it gets a lot worse. And I've always believed in world-class medical, so I've had people look at me from Stanford Medical, it's in Stanford University's medical hospital, Mass General. I lived in Boston for 40 years, and my internist was at Mass General. I also thought it could be eyes, so I went to Mass Eye and Ear, who's rated number 3 in eye care in the country, along with Bascom Palmer, who's rated number 1. Not once did any of those people ever mention, in any way, in any form, that it could be related to my neck or upper cervical. To that end, I even had 2 MRIs and a CAT scan to try to see if it was a brain tumor, if it was a lesion, if it was whatever, and it wasn't. So they all came back clean, and I continued to be not only frustrated, but you're just not living the life you want to live. My son had a kind of a chronic stiff neck, and he worked out with a guy in Reno, Nevada that sent him to a person that's expert in Reno in the Blair technique. And I would never go to a chiropractor because I wasn't going to have some guy cranking on my neck or just walking in going, hey, yeah, that's what I think. So with the Blair technique, they take a number of x-rays. It's all very methodical, and the outcome has been dramatic. I mean, I have an entirely different life. The brain fog is basically gone, and it hasn't been that long. It's only been a few months. The double vision's gone, still off balance occasionally, but I'm now going a couple weeks in a row without any need for adjustment, and then it'll get off and Dr. Drew will adjust it, and then within half an hour I feel all better. It's pretty remarkable. But I think anybody out there that doesn't know what they have, or if some doctor just says you have vertigo, you don't. You've got an upper cervical neck issue, from my point of view, and I know doctor, but from my point of view, that's what it is.
Outside of properly diagnosed BPPV, where you have crystals in the semicircular canals, if you've been diagnosed with that and you've had the Epley maneuver 5 or 10 times and it's done nothing, it's a misdiagnosis that's in your neck. So we find well over 80+% of the patients that have vestibular disorders, whether that's Meniere's disease, misdiagnosed BPPV, vertigo, MDDS, the root is in the neck. So if you sound like Bob, you've been everywhere, you're at wit's end, button below, click it, free consultation in one of our Neckwise offices, one of our trained upper cervical doctors will be happy to check you out.